Hi everyone, it's 14 Bridal here, and I'm going to be giving you an updated barn tour of River Stables today. I do have my sign up, but it's kind of covered by a lot of guinea pig stuff. But, here we go. It says River Stables. We offer lessons, Western English and dressage, boarding, shows, camp, barn and quarter boarding, breeding, trail rides, rescuing, and much, much more. So, yeah. Our farm has changed quite a lot since you guys have seen it last. So I'm just going to give you a little overlook. So we've added a lot of new things. Plus our barn is going to be moving to a different location quite soon. So this is just a little barn tour before it gets moved. And yeah. I know quite a lot of people are wondering if I keep my barns out. And I do. My barns are out all day and all night, just because I really have nowhere else to put them. So yeah. So first we're going to start off with our pony pasture, and we have little trees in the background. It's quite large. So yeah, right here is their little gate. It opens and closes. Right here we have our Shetland gelding. His name is Lucky, and his show name is Lucky Penny. So yeah, he's very cute. Then we have our Przewalski's horse. Is that how you say it? I'm not sure. People have just been telling me the way to say it. But she does not have a name, so I need a name suggestion for her, please. And yeah. Then we have our other Shetland pony. She's a mare, and her name is Caramel. And she doesn't have a show name yet, so yeah. Any suggestions for names or show names, please comment down below. And yeah, so they have a water trough and 2 hay bales, since lots of ponies go out here, since we have lots of ponies. But yeah. Okay. So next we're going to go to our mare and gelding pasture. And yeah, so right here we have Summer, or Summer's Miss, I think her show name is. Yeah. So that's her. And she's really adorable. She's a Black Forest mare. And yeah, she's a cute little blue halter on. Then we have our little donkey foal, who does not have a name quite yet. And then we have our Shire gelding. His name is Oscar, and he's just trotting along. And then we have our other donkey, Belle, and yeah, she's just looking out. So yeah, then we have their water trough and their hay. And they have a little run-in shelter, which also leads to their to the other side of their paddock. So yeah, sorry, this part just fell down. This goes right there. So yeah, let's go to the other side of their paddock. Okay, so this is their other side. And right here we have our Gypsy Vanner mare. Her name is Lexi. And yeah, she's just coming out into this side of the paddock. Then we have Ash, who is our Clydesdale gelding. And then we have Peanut over there. She is our quarter horse mare, and she is no longer owned by Alexandra. She is now a school horse, since Alexandra doesn't really have time to take care of both of her horses, because she owns one right now. So her uncle just said make Peanut be a school horse, so she's now a school horse. And back here we have our camp hangout, which is kind of messy right now. And then our little tack box storage, I guess you could say. Then over here is our mare and foal paddock. So yeah, and then they have a little running shed as well. Right here, coming out of the running shed, is our Shire filly. Her name is Daisy. And over here we have our Arabian filly. Her name is Charlotte, and she's just eating right now. Then we have Penny, who's our Shire mare, who is Daisy's mom. And behind her, there's their water trough and their hay. And right here we have our Clydesdale filly, who is Penny's foster foal right now, because I don't have the Clydesdale mare. But she does not have a name yet, so name suggestions, please. And then we have Dakota, who is our Pinto yearling. So she's up here, because she's weaned from her mom. So yeah. And then we have Jewel, who is our Arabian mare and Charlotte's mom. And yeah, she's just looking out over into the arena to see what's going on. So yeah, that's the mare and foal paddock. Then over here we have our arena. But first we're going to go to our little trailer. So here we have the car who Lauren is just driving. She's the pony cart girl. And Alexandra is in the back. And her horse Misty is back there because they just came back from a show. Let's just take her out. So here's Misty. And this is my first halter ever made with a buckle. And yeah, and it's really cute on her. I really like it. So yeah, that's her. Go back into the trailer. Anyway, so that's them. And then over here is our stallions paddock. Here's their little gate. It just says riding stables up top because it's meant to be our front gate, but we don't use it as that. Right here we have our Percheron stallion. He does not have a name yet, so I need a name suggestion for him. Then over here we have Charlie. He is our nap shepherd stallion. And they have a little hay bale. And their water trap is back there and another hay bale since lots of stallions go out here. So yeah. And then over here we have our 2-year-old Shire stallion, or colt, or whatever you want to call him. His name is Taylor, not Rex, but Blink it just says Rex. I just say that it's the brand name. But yeah. So then over here we have Sherlock, who is our Tennessee Walker stallion. And then back there we have Rocky, who is the owner of this farm's horse. His name is Jack. And yeah, that's his appendix quarter horse stallion. And yeah, and then we have our little rescue paddock. Romeo is now moved over here so he can get used to other horses. So yeah, he just stays back here. And then there's Lolo looking out. He has a little water trough and a hay bale. So yeah, that's the stallions paddock. Now we're going to go over to the arena. So let's just switch spots. Okay, so here is our outdoor arena. Oops, just knocked that down. We have a little jump there. Then we have Emily on Hidalgo, who is our Pinto stallion. And yeah, they just went over that jump. Now they're coming to the little Cavaletti trot poles. Right here we have Caitlin, just about to get on to Sahara, and Morgan's helping her. And yeah, so they're about to do this lesson. Well, she's about to join this lesson. Then we have Georgia, who is on her horse Delilah, and she owns her. And she's wearing a little martingale. And then we have Jack, who's the owner of the farm, and a coach. So yeah. And then underneath Caitlin's feet is the little mounting block, which is just a Stabemates racing barrel. So yeah. I'm getting the instructor for Christmas, so the schleich instructor. So yeah, wait for that. Then over here we have our bunny hutch, and we have a cat up there. His name is Max, and he's just looking around. And then we have our 3 bunnies. Right here we have Oreo. We have Cotton Socks, and he does not quite yet have a name. He's the wild rabbit. So, yeah. He's just eating, and there's real hay in there. And yeah, so we're gonna go over here now to this barn, which we have a little poster, and there's the door, and then there's another little poster over there. We have a racing barrel, some dog food and water. And then we have Freckles, who's our nap shepherd foal. He's just looking out into Jewel and Charlotte's stall. And then we have Diva, who is his mom. And yeah. And then we have Aztec, who just came back from colic surgery. So yeah, he's in there just healing up. And then we have this little stall, which is really cool actually. Just opens and closes, and the bottom can open and close too. And the hinges are just twist ties, and they bend quite easily. Oops. And then the bottom opens too. Oops, I just broke it, but yeah, the bottom opens too, but I just broke it by accident. I'll just have to glue that back on after. So yeah. And then we have, sorry, I forgot her name, but she's just grooming Ricky because they just went out for a ride. And then we have the spot where Georgia tacked up, and yeah. So this is Hidalgo's stall. Oh yeah, and that's Blackjack, who's our freezing stallion. And then this is Hidalgo's stall, who is in the arena. That's Delilah's stall, who is in the arena. And then that is Penny's stall, who is out in the paddock. So yeah. And right here we have Sugarfoot with Amber just tacking her up. And they're going out for a little lesson. And she rides Western, of course. And then we have some feed right there. Then we have our not our stallions, our Mustang paddock. This is Storm, or sorry, Upon the Storm Chaser. And this is Midnight, or Midnight Magic. And yeah, they're just in here. They're brothers. But we haven't tamed Midnight yet, but we've tamed Storm. But right now they're just having fun. And yeah, they have a hay bale and their water trough. And then we have our pony carriage and a little dog house. And then we have a very messy tack room because everything fell over because my cat. So yeah. And then in here we have Bethany just lunging Thunder with his tack on because we're trying to get him used to the thought of being ridden because we're still trying to break him. He's only 4 years old, so yeah. Then over here we have our Falabella paddock. And yeah, that's Peaches just drinking some water. And then her little filly Dreamer is in there. And this is the stablemate's office. Then there's some barn rolls right there. And then there's a telephone that fell over inside, but that doesn't matter. But now over here we have our Percheron mare and her colt. The Percheron's mare name is Sophie, and her colt's name is Toby. And yeah. And then over here we have our little feed box and another little doghouse. And then we have our pug Sophie inside. And then we have Chocolate and Maggie. And then we have a little duck who stays here for winter. And yeah, he's just in some little hay bedding. Oops. And then we have our little blanket storage. They're all supposed to go in there, but we're taking them out because it's winter time now. And we're putting all the blankets on the horses. So, yeah. And then in here we have our Camargue filly. She does not have a name yet, but she is Sahara's foster foal. And she's in the arena. And then we have Sahara's real foal. And her name is Echo. And she's the Andalusian foal. And yeah, and then over here we have Katie, who is our Icelandic pony mare. And yeah. Then over here we have Lily, who is our halflinger foal. And then we have some pictures up back. So yeah. And that's our big 16 stall barn. It's pretty big, and I made it all by myself. So yeah. Okay. This is our massive arena. Sorry, my guinea pigs. Yeah, they have a massive cage. This is their massive arena. So yeah. Then over here we have our Falabella barn, that's where Peaches and her filly Dreamer live. And that's Rudy, our Falabella gelding. He just got gelded a couple days ago, so he's still inside because he's just taking a rest. He hasn't been brought outside yet. And then we have Sasha just mucking out Lola's stall. And then there's her little wheelbarrow. It's the stablemate's barn, but I put a schleich tag on it. And then over here we have Storm's stall, which is our Mustang stall. Then we have Timmy's stall, and this is the pony barn, and the Mustang barn. Nobody is allowed past this tack peg unless you're allowed to. And then we have Lola. This is not her stall, but her stall is being mucked out right now. And she's just looking out at Romeo. And then we have Summer's stall. And yeah, so that concludes our barn tour of River Mist Stables. I knock everything down when I get up, so yeah. So that is our barn tour. and I hope you all enjoyed it. So, yeah, and look out for a new barn tour pretty soon, hopefully. My whole entire barn is going to be moved into another room so that I have more space in my room. Because right now it covers my whole entire bedroom, so my parents don't really like that too much. So, yeah. Okay, so I hope you all enjoyed, and yeah, bye guys.